welcome to Tpull's Corner. We've done a lot of deplorable things lately, so I thought I'd go back to Bloomburrow for a second and just sort of alternate putting out some nice fluffy kind of decks alongside other stuff. You know, all the deplorable stuff like the poison deck I just did. So in this case, when I was doing the 12 Days of Bloomburrow, I did rabbits early. And white and green is natural for rabbits. But I wanted to go back to them and do a little something extra. Because there's a multicolor rabbit I wanted to play around with. I probably did this backwards. I probably should put Valley Might Caller down first. I don't have the green necessary to do that, do I? I think I'm okay with sacrificing this, though. There we go. Balin the Haymaker. A little bit of red in this deck. And I think they're tapped out, so let's go ahead and attack with the 4/4 Trampler. And we'll welcome our opponent Rexus to Tpull's Corner. Uh-oh. They get to play stuff from their graveyard. Well, let's do this. And we can go get another green mana. We'll go find a forest. And now we can actually power up Oak Hollow Village. We'll give Balin another counter. And then we can go ahead. They tapped out again to get that down. So now we've got two creatures with trample. And they did not want to double block the Valley Might Caller, although that would have gotten rid of them. Oh no, that's a good card. That's a very good card. Okay, so we'll put this down. See what we got. Mondrak's fine, I think. Then we put this down. Can I pay the offspring cost? I can. Excellent. Trigger, and then we just attack with all of them. And I think everybody gets +1, and everybody gets +1. And they really have to stop the trample, don't they? That's not enough. You need to block another one. I think they need to do more than that. I think they need to block everybody. And they didn't have quite enough. They can't erase, so they just gave up. Okay. And that's what happens when you have a Haymaker on your team. Final score, 23-15. -15, that is. Welcome, everybody. I'm Travis. I will go back to things like Creature Sacrifice and Poison decks and Milling decks. We'll alternate, okay? Let's go down and look. I created this a while ago, but I kind of hid it. Where are you? We want white, red, and green. There we are. Hat trick. That's what I called it. And here's the star of the show. Balin the Haymaker, legendary rabbit warrior who's a 4/3. You get him down for 3 colors, one of each. You tap 2 untapped tokens you control. You can add 1 mana of any color. So we were able to get a couple of tokens, and then we were able to tap them for the final mana that we needed to pay the offspring cost for the Worn War Leader. So that was very nice. You can tap 3 untapped tokens you control to draw a card instead, or tap 4 untapped tokens to put 3 counters on Balin and give it trample until the end of the turn. So lots of flexibility with this card, but you do sort of need a lot. We've got a lot of the other stuff that I used for rabbits before. I've got 1 Bravekin Duo. Target creature gets +1/+1. You have to tap it to do it and still spend 1 mana, and you can only do it as a sorcery, so there's a lot of limitations on this. But if you have trample, it might come in handy. We've got 4 of the Seasoned Warren Guards. It's 1/2 when it comes in play. If it attacks while you control a token, it gets +2 strength, so it becomes 3/2. Pawpatch Recruit. This one has the offspring, so if I pay for 3, I get the little baby rabbit warrior you see pictured to the right as a token. Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control other than that creature. Patch Recruit. That's the creature that's targeted spell. So I could go put a counter over on the baby instead. But they both have trample. The Valley Might Caller, since I was including 3 of Balin the Haymaker, I actually took out 3 of the Valley Might Callers. I use this a lot for just the crossover decks. So it's in 4 different. Only 1 copy. When all these other rabbits come into play, it gets a +1 counter, and it has trample already as well. Carrot Cake turns out to be very good for getting your tokens. You get the one. You get another token, so that's a good way to get 2 tokens to start with. Plus, you get the scry when you sacrifice, or well, actually when it comes in play, right? And when you sacrifice it, you get to scry 1 each time, and when you sacrifice it, you get to have 3 life. Warren Elder, 2/2 rabbit. You have to spend 4 to give everybody +1/+1 till end of turn. We have the Beauregard Mentor. It's XX or ***. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. That includes all the token creatures. And it has trample, so we're relying a lot on trample to get our damage. Harvest Right Host. I don't think I did this before. It's 3/3. When it or another rabbit creature you control enters, target creature you control gains +1 till end of turn. Then draw a card if it's the second time you do this. So even if they are token rabbits, as long as they're still the rabbit card type or creature type, then if you get 2 of them in the same turn, then you get card draw out of it. Which means Hop to It is going to make it resolve, right? Cast to get 3 1/1 Right Rabbit creature tokens, and I had to include 4 copies of that because I have 3 copies of Mondrak, and we like to sacrifice our tokens to Mondrak and make them indestructible. That's Bloomburrow, by the way. That's a Phyrexian expansion. Okay, Druid of the Spade, a 2/3 rabbit druid. As long as you control a token, he gets +2 and has trample. Really heavy into the trample in this deck. Hazard Root Herbalist, just one of those. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1 till end of turn. If that creature you give it the +1 to is also a token, it gains Death Touch till the end of the turn, which is nice. Rabbit Response, creatures get +2/+1 till end of turn. If you control a rabbit, scry 2. One of the Warren War Leaders. I want to pay the Offspring cost so I can get 2 of them. The idea of all attacking creatures get +2/+2, and if I manage to keep them both alive, that's just for every next attack, for every next turn. That's awesome. If I need the rabbit creature tokens to feed Balin or something, this is a good way to do it too. 1 Tree Guard Duo, you get a frog and a rabbit together, 3/4. When it enters till end of turn, target creature you control gets Vigilance and +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Kind of synergizes well with Beauregard Mentor, right? They're based around getting more and more creatures in. So more and more creatures plus trample. 1 copy of Season of the Burrow. We can play any kind of mix of these modes. If I want to do the create 1 white rabbit creature token and do that 5 times, I can spend all 5 paw prints just to create the tokens. If I want to spend 2 paw prints, I can exile a target non-land permanent, although the controller does get to draw a card. So if there are 2 big threats, I could exile 2 non-land permanents, still get a rabbit creature token, but they would get to draw 2 cards. And finally, for 3 paw prints, you can return a target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it, and maybe I do a Beauregard Mentor back, maybe I bring a Valley Might Caller back, and just start pumping them up later. So the idea of bringing something back and suddenly it's indestructible is kind of cool. 1 Head of the Homestead, it costs 5. You only get a 3/2. It comes with 2 white rabbit creature tokens. And of course, if you got something like Mondrak down, and finally, Odretak, Deepest Foundation, 6/6 with Vigilance. If 1 or more creature tokens would be created, 3 times that many tokens are created instead. And when it dies, turns into a land. And if I can attack with 3 or more creatures for the turn, I can spend 3 and bring Odretak back. For the lands, I went overboard with the special lands here. Lupinflower Village, you can only spend it to cast creatures for the white mana. But I can sacrifice it and get a rabbit from out among the library of the top 6 cards, put it right in my hand if I need more creatures. Oak Village, if I get 1 spare green, I can put a counter on a rabbit that enters the battlefield that turn. A couple of Fabled Passages to get the basic lands I need. 1 Pit of Offerings to get rid of any pesky things that they might want to bring out of their graveyard, and 1 3-Tree City that we can use to create an amazing amount of magical energy. A lot of rabbits down. And we call it the hat trick. If we can pay the offspring cost, we'll get the babies in and we won't do anything mean to them at all this time around. Yeah, let's see what's next. Let's see. I guess we'll take that land. I need to get up to 6 to get Odra. I really want to get to a green as well so I can get Brogard Minter out soon. We're both the ambitious for our titles. The titles come with the achievements. In particular, oh, green. Excellent. Let's try this now. We might face some direct damage, but I'm going to risk it. If we can last a turn... Wow, that's a big card. That's a big card. Okay, so we bring this puppy down. Make him 3-3. Bring this down. Make it a 4-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I think I need that. If I go here, no, I don't want to. Shoot, I had to do that as a sorcery. Never mind. Now, if they have a damage spell or a fight spell, I'm in trouble. They seem to be popping off pretty nicely too. Yeah, there's the only for 1 green too. So bad. Okay, let's go. Scry, get some life back. Get another token. Mondrak. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. We can actually put a counter on that one as well. I don't feel like I can attack. Okay, they're holding still. Let's bring down Odra attack. Use all of our energy. No lands? Feeling good. Okay, excellent. Okay, so. That doesn't count as a rabbit. Let's go ahead and get another white man out here. So we can pay to make him indestructible as we need to. And I think we just passed the turn. We've got lots of energy. And now, oh, they didn't save that though. Only 2. I've got some time, but they've got card draw now with all this. And the Devastator has haste. Let's go ahead and make this indestructible now. Or actually, no wait. We wouldn't want to pay. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, let's do this. That's 18 rabbits. I think they're dead. And this is kind of the dream, right? This is, I got both Odra and Mondrak, so we get twice as many tokens created, and then we get 3 times as many tokens created. So we start with 3, and it doubles to 6, and then it triples to 18. So that's how we got 18 out of that. We don't really care that they kill that. We really don't. They attack with only 2 points of damage. Life is good. Oh, here's Balin. Hello, Balin. What can we do with this? I don't think we want to bother tapping anything. We just want to auto pay. We'll tap the 1/1. Oh, we got to tap 2. Okay. And then we just swing in with everybody. They can only block 3. They're going to take over 30 points of damage. $18 2/2 rabbit creature tokens. Oh. I should just end the video there. It doesn't get any better, does it? That was my main goal, was to show off Balin a little bit, and if I could get the 2 mythic rares down at the same time. Oh, as I was saying, so the Ambitious is the title you get for finishing the green. You finish a certain number of green achievements and you get a title. I'm sorry, and Mighty is green. Ambitious is black, I believe. I got Virtuous for white. I still got to get some of the others. I think Fervent is red, right? Let's see. Yeah, let's just surveil. I'm looking for land right now, so we'll take it. We'll surveil again. Land again. Perfect. Do I trade with this? Oh, they're already popping off. That's a nice start for them. Ouch. Can they kill Mondrak so quickly? This might have been a mistake. Oh, they're just sending it back. It's not quite as bad. That one's a little bad. Did not get the land I wanted. We're not exiling anything. That's like the worst possible land. They always give this to me way up front. I really want it later on. I'm just going to die from Thopter and Proft. They really got, like, the perfect opening. I guess I just have to bite the bullet there. If they don't have trample, maybe I can chump block for a little bit. I'm not sure. Probably should have gotten rid of that. I think I need more land more than anything else to get Odgertak out. But they've got so much stuff. And that's like a nice little on-curve mythic rare, and I don't think I can do anything against it. And I still didn't get my land. I mean, I can chump block a couple of things real quick. But that land is going to be tapped, and it's too little too late. I actually need something to get rid of a 5/5 flyer now. I think we're toast. For as much as we have a lot of cheap spells, the little synergy to pump it up... Oh, no, that's going to kill me really quick, huh? Just put it on the Put on the dragon there. I didn't scoop. I'm trying to make sure in case they're doing anything that gives them an achievement that I stay in. So you'll get to see a full match down to the very ugly end from now on. So my plan for the duration is just to make sure that I'm polite to anybody who wants to have a match. There's no achievements for scooping. Maybe we'll change that in the future. Maybe they'll solicit our on the customer surveys what kind of achievements we want. Okay, Arena has punished me. We have the 2 mythic rares again in the opening hand. How many cards do they have? They have the regular number of cards. And they are setting up. I want to pay for the offspring if I can. Tiny bones, okay. And hexproof and haste. But they shouldn't want to run it in now. Of course, we're going to do the rabbits. We're going to pay for the offspring. And we're going to attack now. They should want to trade. They don't want to trade with Tiny Bones? You could block, right? Why don't they want to... They want to trade. Sorry, host. You going away. Oh, they don't even hang around for it. And I missed a land drop and everything. If I'd gotten one more land drop, that would have been perfect. We'll settle for winning a card. Werefox Bodyguard. How many of these do I have now? I don't think I have 4 yet. Can only cast creatures. Okay, well, all I got is I got this. But we'll start with the creatures. That will help later. For now, we continue with the creatures. And we can already get Balin down. Oh no. These decks tend to be... They tend to draw spells and prowess themselves up, and then they've got so many cheap spells, they just keep playing instants after they just drew spells, and they steamroller over you. Yep. What did I say? Drawing 2, if they have 2 different ones, they could pump this up to be a 4/4. Or more if it's a red spell that increases their strength or toughness. There's another one. And a full hand of cards. Because on turn 3 they're able to play 2 different draw spells. No, come on through. Maybe I should have traded with Balin. I'm just going to see how fast I can get in there. If they have creature removal, then I can put down another Balin. Need to get to 6. Discounted draw spells again. Oh, they got everything up front, didn't they? That's actually not as bad. And they had to get rid of a planeswalker. Interesting. I don't have tokens. Can they do 15 points of damage to me? I think 7 or 8. For sure.
I've got a whole plane to search. You're gonna help. I'll just invent a solution.
Oh, I think they ran out of gas. You can't spend all of your spells. They spent 4 cards drawing stuff, basically. And the attack's not going to kill me, so they can't really afford to attack with all of this. Which means they're just digging for stuff to help them out. Oh, they're going to scoop. They're just going to let me have it. That did not work out for them the way I thought it was going to. Usually these are quick, and they beat the pants off of me, but whatever he was drawing wasn't enough. And we level up. I feel good about my win-loss ratio so far. This is kind of our experience with the first Rabbit deck. This was really our experience with all of the tribal Bloomburrow decks. The vast majority of them are fairly quick-paced. Mondrak again. No white. I think I have to mulligan. Because all they have to do is not give me white mana. Okay. That's a little bit better. What's the expensive one? Mondrak, actually. Okay. I don't have green right now, but I have a Fabled Passage. I think I need my green. This is usually used in a zombie tribal deck these days, and it's fairly fast. When I say fairly fast, you need to give them time to think. So it takes a little extra time for that part. We want land early on. Yes, we'll take it. It's nice to see stab instead of cut down for a change. Okay, there we go. Skeletons and zombies get +1. They're off to the races. What do we want to do here? We can... I think we go ahead and do this. Come on. If they have the right mix of removal, they just need 2 more removal spells, and I think they've got us. We can't really do much about that. That probably helped them out quite a bit, right? They don't actually need any of that land right now. Okay, if I take this and I put this puppy down, I can start my attack. At least keep them under 20. Is she going to be threshold already? Yeah. And I don't have any way to get rid of that, which means we're up against 8/8 octopus creature tokens every turn. That turned out to be pretty fast. And what can we do? Not a hell heck of a lot. Sure. No, we're not attacking anyone. The good news is maybe we get to kill this when it attacks, so they only get the 1 8/8 blue octopus. That is an instant at least. The problem is they might have a combat trick. No, really. They kept all that mana untapped. Because they want to kill Balin. So I can chump block the 8/8 with the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll work. Gain 3 life. Get another token. I don't think I need more land at this point. Thanks a lot, Magic. Oh, they're going to get her back. I'm so toast. They don't even bother to cast her this turn. They have so much time. I'm hoping they attack with the Tragic Banshee now. Okay. Mondrak. Mondrak's not really enough by itself. Yeah, we'll take the 2 points. We kind of need to do that. And then we kind of need another creature. Oh, they tapped the wrong thing. I wanted to... Oh, I didn't have enough energy to sacrifice that anyway. Okay, if they have removal, we're still dead. I need something to create 2 tokens next turn so that I can make Mondrak indestructible. Just have any kind of chance at all. Never mind. They had exactly everything they needed. And this is what we got. We can get a rabbit somewhere, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I think we'll just... Yeah. I think we won't block the octopus this time. I think we're done. Yeah, they went through darn near half their deck already. That is the problem when you're not running removal. But I wanted to have more fun with my rabbits, and I wanted to have more fun with Odradak and Mondrak together. Just because I don't usually make 18 tokens at the same time, so... Is there an achievement for creating a certain number of tokens all in one turn? I don't have them all memorized yet. They're afraid of a 1-2 rabbit. Okay. Senior with Benthasor. I don't think I've used this card yet. I think I have 4 copies of it now, though. I'll have to think about putting together a Caves deck. I haven't really done that yet, for the most part. Okay, Diego, don't scoop on the first turn. My phone is blowing up. Something's going on at work. I'll probably have to make this the last video, or the last match. Okay, I think I'm gonna wait, actually. I'm gonna slow roll this, because I expect this to have plenty of direct damage. I can pay the offspring cost for this. And if they only have enough to damage one, the other one will get a +1/+1 counter, right? Yeah. I just need 1 white mana, and I'm good to go. Ugh! It's tapped. Okay, let's do this. We don't need to attack just yet. If they survive, then Mondrak comes down. I still need a 3rd white mana to make sure he survives. Do I hold and just do the rabbit response next turn instead? No. Let's pop up Mentor. I get 2 triggers because we've got 2 of these creatures. And each one allows you to have that ability. He gets the remaining one automatically gets the token, so they still have 1 mana. Kind of used up a lot of resources, right? Hang on, let me look at this. Okay, they could bring that down. If I do this... Let's risk this. If they don't have something that does 4 damage, I'm okay for 1 turn. I'm used to them only being able to do like 2 or 3 at a time. Oh wow, they had trick shot. Okay. Okay, fine. We'll do rabbits with this one. And Ogre attack. Do you have another trick shot? You do not. They should have cast this first, so they could have gotten a counter out of it. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do this. We're going to take some damage now. We're going to bring down this puppy. I call them puppies. They're actually rabbit warriors. And then we give them some counters. Oh, they take it. Life is good. If they do have another trick shot, they could get rid of the mentor at least. Ah, there we go. They can't do it this turn. And I can do this. That's all creatures. So I just need to keep my mana dry. Okay, they get rid of Flick a Coin, keep digging for more stuff, so now they have the card. I could just pump it up with Warren Elder, too. Three, 4, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Come on. Why are we freezing now of all times? Seriously? It's not that complicated. Oh, they don't wait for it. There was enough time frozen. They could see I was going to save this for the attack. I was going to pump up everybody by 1, and he probably didn't have another point of damage. So I used the maximum stuff, right? We tapped 2 to get 3 energy there, and then I could do 4, and then I still had 4 for sure that I could pop it up to 8 in case they had some more Flick Coin or something to do 1 point of damage with the remaining 2 energy. And that wasn't even necessary, but then I would have just attacked with everybody while playing Rabbit Response. Try, people, not to ditch like that, even though, I mean, you're not 100% dead, but even if things aren't looking good, people are trying to get the achievements. So go ahead and let them try that, okay? So a Tat Trick, that's the name of the deck. If people are saying, oh, you need all this removal to do things, the only thing that can conceivably be counted as removal is the 2 paw print, exile target, non-land permanent. And I only have 1 copy of that card in the entire deck. Okay, here's the breakdown. 26 creatures, 24 lands, average 2.8 mana average, so it's not very average cost, not expensive at all. And the only thing that if I get more chances to get more tokens out, then you can have more fun with Balin. But you can kind of see that you need time to get him out. You need to get the tokens out too. Then you sort of need the space with what your enemy's doing to decide, oh, can I actually afford to tap 4 untapped tokens? You know, in other words, I'm not going to pay too high a price for that. So, but it's fun when you do get the extra tokens out. That just opens up all sorts of extra stuff that you can do with Balin. Really fun deck. I love teaming up Mondrak with Ogre Attack whenever you can. And, yeah. if you want to have some more fun with rabbits, see how many copies of this you got and put him in the deck, and just have a little fun. You notice that's the only red that we had, so we just splashed a little bit of red in here and there in Fabled Passage to get the red if we didn't already have it. Worked out perfect. Very small amount of color for red too, to put into this deck, and that's all we needed. So any questions, put them in the comments. Do the like and subscribe thing as always. We'll do something deplorable for the next deck. Thanks everybody, have a good one.